Hey everyone, today's video is more about answering a few things than actual like garden tips and stuff like that. People often ask me, I do talks and or lectures kind of thing. I hate the term lecture because it's, like sounds like that, but talks, I like to put it on different things here and now. I don't always advertise the fact that I'm doing the talk. Sometimes because I just want to kind of have, a bit of anonymity in the sense of like just rocking up to things and, talking about certain things and blah 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 and then leaving. And people often ask me about why I can be such a organic Nazi with things. Like, for me it's very black and white as far as organic status and things like that go. And things like not being organic and GMOs and stuff like that, that's that's one thing. And people will grow non-organically and people will cultivate GMO crops and stuff like that, and that's their gig. But for me, it takes away that whole natural aspect of it. And I've got an example here that I've just literally dug up and sat there for a while, kind of thinking, and then I thought I'll film this, and I reminded myself about the questions people ask me and stuff like that. And the reason is right here. Now, like, this is just a broad bean. There was the original seed. Now I would have just kept that from last season, put it away, let it dry out, store it, and then this year I actually just kind of cast them around kind of nonchalantly. I planted a few like where I want them to go, and there's a whole, I was actually weeding the veg garden today and I pulled a whole handful of stuff out and I found this, and it kind of, sorry, I thought someone was standing behind me for a second. It kind of got me thinking about the whole thing. Like, when you look at this, that seed has just been dormant for like 12 months, and then in the right conditions a year later, the earth has cooled down, the soil's cooled down, it's moist, and it's just sprouted. And it's just a wondrous thing, really. Like, you look at, you've just got this little seed, and these roots have come out, and the roots have pushed through into the soil, and they're drawing up moisture, and the leaves are opening up, and there's little areas on the leaves, light harvesting complexes, which most people probably know as chloroplasts, and they draw in energy. And it's a photosynthesis itself in a nutshell is just amazing. The fact that they capture sunlight through these little chloroplasts. They get two light photons, and they use that to split a water molecule into its two parts, being oxygen and hydrogen. Now, oxygen is a byproduct that we get, so plants don't turn carbon dioxide into oxygen, like they just use carbon dioxide. They actually will take a bit in, but that's another story. But oxygen comes out through the byproduct. Now, the two hydrogen atoms it'll use to help it grow its seed, it'll use another part of that other hydrogen atom to combine with carbon dioxide to create sugars that'll help the plant grow, blah blah. I don't want to get right into it at the moment, but it's just that whole process is just, and that's why I'm an organic Nazi, as someone called me once about 2 years ago. And why I'm so opposed to genetic modification with plants and crops. It's just simple little things like this that we often forget. We can just, there's two sides of it, I guess. You can just throw seeds in the ground and not worry about it, and that's fine, and water them, feed them, they'll grow and you'll eat, blah blah. But sometimes, like that whole thing of stopping to smell the roses and just, seeing things like this. I don't know if you can get a good look at it there. and just reminding ourselves of how wonderful nature is. And that's what I don't want to mess with, and that's why I'm so full on about the way I am. I don't pull any punches with my stories and articles and stuff like that. And the fact is that I do often get hate mail from people calling me all kinds of names and what have you, but you know, that's their gig and whatever. I don't lose any sleep over it. But sometimes it's nice to just stop and just think about what we're doing in a garden, why we're doing it, and that whole, I don't want to sound like, you know, all new agey, but the meditative process about it too. You know, we often can just get in there and and that's fine. Sometimes things happen without us actually thinking about it. You know, that whole meditative process is going on. We're not really aware of it. And that's fine too. That's perfect, you know. We need that kind of rewind with things. Unwind, I should say, not rewind. But yeah, alright. So hope that answers some questions for people about how I feel about things. And just a little bit of food for thought, so to speak. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.